Hey guys, Jun Wei here from PropertyLimBrothers, and today we have a very special HDB tour to bring you through. Now I'm standing right now at Bishan Street 22 and we're in an executive apartment unit which is large in size. We'll talk a little bit more about the unit specifics later, but to begin the tour, maybe let's chat a little bit about the HIP that's going on right now. So this entire cluster is going through a HIP right now, and this unit has already done its bathroom, everything has already been completed. And I just want to take you outside to the main door area to show you where the upcoming lift landing will be. So we're right now in block 238 of Bishan Street 22. And this particular block, majority of the units here are the EM format. So you have a duplex kind of layout. So for the older blocks, you will notice that the lift landing only stops at the even floors. We're right now on the mid-floor level. And in the future, what is going to happen is that there will be a lift shaft coming up here. And the lift landing will be just right at your doorstep, and that also means that you are going to be just sharing your lift with one other neighbor, so 2 units to 1 lift, very exclusive, very private as well. So now let's head back into the unit and let's begin the home tour. Now the moment you enter the home, you will be greeted by this foyer entry area, I would say, and along this flank of the wall, what the owners have done is they've done up full length of cabinets over here for them to put in, of course, their shoes, some memorabilia, spaces for their bags, etc. Of course, if you like the functionality of these cabinets over here and you don't want to spend money to redo them, then what you can potentially do is just give them a fresh coat of paint to suit the theme of your home and you're ready to go, right? So nice entry foyer way, full length of cabinets over here, and the moment you enter on your right side, this would then be your kitchen area. So let's check that out. Now kitchen over here, the flooring was done up about 20 over years ago, and if you look at the condition of them, this has been maintained very well over the years. Even if you look at the grouting of the flooring, they're all still very clean, very well maintained. When you come over for a physical viewing, you look at the condition for yourself. Cabinets, again, these are also done 20 over years ago when the owners bought the place. Some interesting fact about the kitchen is that the kitchen used to stop over here, where this overhead beam is. But what the owners have done is they wanted a slightly larger kitchen, so they have pushed that out slightly to eat a little bit into the living and the dining zone. And this has become a very functional kitchen for them over the years. This is right now done like a semi-open concept, so they have a window here for them to, you know, serve food to their dining area, etc. Nice countertop space over here. And this is where you can find your dual sink and your space for your fridge over here. And again, countertop spaces all around. This is originally where the cooktop would be. So you have, I think, 3 open burner system here previously. So of course, this has already been torn out. If you want to, you can always fit that in with an induction cooker and whatnot. And this is the space for you to do your laundry. So you have a bit of a yard space here. So they have space to do a washer and dryer that's stacked one above another. Of course, you can keep the bracket here. You can also do up the same kind of layout. And above here is where you can potentially build in an automated drying system. You know, nowadays it's very convenient for them to do automated drying system that can come up and down automated. Otherwise, if you prefer natural clothes drying, as we mentioned, this estate is going through HIP now. So this has already been changed up to the new kind of clothes hanging system. Very functional to use. You can drag them up, you can drag them closer as well, hang your clothes accordingly. And right here, you still get natural clothes dry. So if you prefer that, that is still the option for you. Now we check out the bathroom. So this would be the common bathroom. And if you take a look at the condition, this is brand new. Actually, never lived in before. Nobody has used this yet. They just completed the HIP for the bathrooms. So that also means that flooring-wise has been done. Wall tiles has also been done. That also means the waterproofing on the ground has also been done. Your piping has also been redone as well. So everything is new. You can check that out. So that's it for the kitchen. Again, very large in size. I don't think you will have any complaints about the size of this kitchen. Now, if we head on this way, this will then take us to, take a look at this white span area. Yeah, so before I share a little bit more about the facing and the living room, let's talk a little bit about the facts of this cluster. So we're right now in block 238 Bishan Street 22. So this cluster, I would say you're in a very rare HDB cluster because Bishan is in District 20 and we are considered in the RCR region. So if you're looking for RCR region, a huge unit like this is very rare to come by. Right over there, if we pan over this side, you can see that that is where the Bishan-Ang Mo Kio Park is. So we are very close to the Bishan-Ang Mo Kio Park. We're actually bounded by Bishan Street 25 as well as Street 22. And from here, we're actually just 3 bus stops away to the main Bishan MRT. And we're also just 2 bus stops away to the Bright Hill MRT. I'll share a little bit more about location later on. But as you can see, you do get a bit of natural breeze over here because this facing will then be northeast facing. So no afternoon sun at all. In fact, if you pan over here again, you can see that we're quite facing an unblocked view, I would say, because the distance to the next block opposite is extremely far away. So I can't see the neighbors over there, which also means that it gives you a lot of privacy because they can't see you as well. And you do get a nice opening here over the Bishan-Ang Mo Kio Park. And right next to us is actually Clover by the Park condominium. And Clover by the Park, if you look at them on the map, you'll find that the blocks are very nicely spaced out. So that also means that it gives a lot of open ventilation in between the blocks and towards the park as well. So if you're looking for something that's brighter, you're looking for something that has a lot of good crosswinds ventilation, then this unit will be very perfect for you. This unit right now that we're standing in size-wise is 1,539 square feet. This is an executive apartment layout. So for this block at 238, there are a total of 76 executive units. Of course, they come in 2 different kinds of configuration. You have the EMs, which are the duplex units, and then you have the EAs. So majority of them belongs to the EM kind of configuration. So if you're looking for something that's a large single floor plate, you don't want any stairs, then this will be perfect for you. Now, this space that I'm standing in right now is the living cum dining zone. So living area is, of course, it could go this way. Your couch could go over here. This could be your TV feature wall. You can do up cabinet space as well. In terms of size-wise, the length is about 7 over meters, close to 7 meters, I would say. And then the width is about 4.5 meters. So you do get a sense of the size. It's very generous. So this could potentially be where your dining set could go. Otherwise, of course, if you want to reconfigure the space, you can always choose to push the kitchen back in, and you do get a larger dining layout. But I would say if you are someone who likes to host your friends and family quite a bit, you want to have that open kind of concept between your kitchen, your living, as well as your dining, then this layout will be perfect. So again, very luxurious in terms of size. This area that you see over here is actually where the 4th bedroom used to be. So this unit originally is a 4-bed, 2-bath kind of layout. Right now it's been configured to become a 3-bed, 2-bath layout. So what you could potentially do is, let's say if you need a 4th bedroom again, you just have to reinstate this bedroom. The wall will go over here, and then it cuts in over on this side. So you get a nice, I would say, a foyer, small foyer area to enter into this bedroom, and then the door to this bedroom will be over here. So you then step into this bedroom as it is. Size-wise, it's brilliant. If you can see over here, this is where they placed the hub here because they used to play the hub. This used to be the music room for the family. You can see a big hub over here. We still have plenty of space for you to move around. So very comfortable size for a bedroom, in fact, fully functional. Windows are all still intact. All you have to do is to build up the walls again, put in the architrave, put in the door, put in the AC, and this can be reinstated into the 4th bedroom. So yeah. One more thing I'd like to point out is the flooring. Now this unit is quite original condition in terms of the cabinets, but in terms of some of the items in the house, they have all just been redone. For example, the flooring over here has just been done with vinyl overlay. So they are brand new. When you come over for a physical viewing, we'll show you the condition. One more thing is to note is that the switches have all been changed up as well. So the old ones have been replaced, and the light fixtures in the house, they are all recently replaced as well. So all brand new. Of course, ACs are already old. I would recommend that the next buyer come in to change up the ACs. But in terms of your lighting fixtures, the flooring, these are all brand new. The house has also just been repainted, so you can see the paintwork is all very nicely done. If you want to save some cost there, you can of course choose to leave it as it is. Don't have to repaint because this has just been repainted, I think, just about 2 weeks ago. So now let's chat a little bit about the location analysis. Now we are right here in block 238. And as mentioned earlier on, the Bishan Park is just over here. So you can literally just walk down Bishan Street 25. You will hit the park. Right here in the park, of course, you have plenty of space for you to do your recreational activities. You have a McDonald's there as well. So right opposite us at 238, this is where you can find 283, 284 and the Bishan North Shopping Mall area. This is where all your day-to-day amenities will be. You have 2 food court over there, 2 coffee shops as well. If you head over to block 279, that is where the NTUC fair price is at as well. And over here in this cluster, you also have the Ang Mo supermarket. So that is almost like your Sheng Siong supermarket. You have all your day-to-day groceries needs over here. If you want to head to the MRT, just at the foot of the block, if you just take a walk towards the next block at 245, that is where you have your bus stops. So of course you can take it towards this direction. That is 3 bus stops to the Bishan MRT, as well as your Junction 8 shopping center if you need some retail options. Otherwise, if you take the bus on towards the other direction, just 2 bus stops away is where you can find your Bright Hill MRT station. So that's on the Thomson East Coast line, and of course Bishan is on the North-South line, and that will take you to other parts of the island, very well connected. In terms of schools, within 1 kilometer, you have 3 primary schools. You have Townsville Primary School, Teck Ghee Primary School, as well as Catholic High Primary School. So very good primary schools within your vicinity. And one more thing I'd like to point out is that you'll find that classes of HDB here in Bishan is extremely rare. And we'll talk a little bit about the supply and the pricing later on, but maybe let's check out the other bedrooms first. So this, of course, again, will be your first common bedroom if you reinstate it. And right next to that is then this bedroom over here. So bedroom is currently fitted out with fixtures. Of course, these were done up 20 over years ago for their kids back then when they were still young. So if you don't like the design, of course, you can always tear them out. And this can become a plain canvas for you to play with, for you to design with. You can bring in your ID and you can turn the space into what you like. Because shape-wise, it's very regularly shaped. You'll find that there are no odd corners in this bedroom. And what I like about this bedroom is that windows-wise, you're all facing southeast. So no afternoon sun directly into the bedroom as well. So very cooling. And over here, you can see we are facing towards the Clover by the Park condominium. And you can see that in between the 2 blocks, you have a very wide opening. So that gives you very good crosswinds ventilation over here in this bedroom. And one more thing interesting is that the older layouts, you have another window over there in the corner. So that is very useful, especially when it's raining like that. You can always close up the windows over here and open up that window over there for still some ventilation, and you don't have to worry about rain coming in and all that. So very good sized bedroom. Here, I think easily you can fit to a king bed, no problem. You can still have wardrobe, which could go along this flank of the wall or even this flank of the wall as well. You can also have a home office space. Well, older HDB apartments, there's nothing much to compare about in terms of the size because they are really large. And when we come out this way, this of course can be another wall for you to do in extra cabinet space if you want to. It can also be like a mini family area here if you really want that to be. And now we head in this way. This would then be the 3rd bedroom. Again, this is done in like a bunk bed kind of concept with a study area below. So of course, this done up 20 over years ago, you can tear them out. If you want to retain some of the cabinets over here or over here, display shelves, you can just give them a fresh coat of paint and they can stay where they are. Over here, you can of course tear this down, put in your queen bed, your king bed. You want to have side tables, that is of course doable. So this bedroom and the other bedroom that we just saw, I would say they are identical in terms of size. Facing wise, all your 3 bedrooms are facing towards the same direction. So southeast in terms of facing. And only the first bedroom, that we saw earlier on, that will be the same facing as your living room as well as the dining room, northeast facing. And before we check out the master bedroom, let's chat a little bit about pricing. Now, if you go onto Property Guru and you search up for an executive apartment unit, something that's single floor plate, 1,500 square feet and above, you'll find that options are quite limited. There are just about less than 100 listings on the portal. And if you go into the portal and you look at the map view, you'll find that a lot of these units, you can find them in the northeast, which is your Punggol, Sengkang area. You can find them in the north, which is your Woodlands, Yishun, and there are some of them in the west as well. So a lot of them are in the outskirts area. Now, if you're looking for something that's closer to the central region, you want to be in the RCR area, then you're looking at probably townships like Toa Payoh, Bishan-Ang Mo Kio, and you'll find that out of the 100 listings of executive apartment units that are 1,005 square feet and above, in this area, there's only about 5 or 4 of them, in fact, And if we look at the pricing here in Bishan, right now in Bishan, if you're looking for an EA 1,500 square feet and above, there's only one other listing that's for sale, and that is across the road in that direction over there. That is asking at $1.12 million. Now take note, for those units over there, some of them may have ethnic quota restrictions. Our unit here has no ethnic quota restrictions as of this month, so we are open to all races to purchase this flat over here. Now, also if you look over to Ang Mo Kio, which is just across the park from here, Ang Mo Kio, you have some large units there for sale as well, asking at $1.3 million. Do take note also, in some of these older estates, you also want to check out what's the lease balance on the flat. So our unit here, lease balance, you still have 67 years to go. The lease started in 1992. The one in Ang Mo Kio asking at 1.3 million, you will find that the lease, there's only about 53 years or 54 years left in terms of the lease. So here we're talking about more than 10 years more in terms of lease. So that means that the next buyer coming in, maybe you stay here for another 10 years, you still have an opportunity to exit maybe at the 50 over years mark, which is where that flat in Ang Mo Kio is at. Now, if we look over to the next township, which is Toa Payoh, you have a large size EA unit asking at $1.18 million as well. That one, in terms of lease, is also slightly lesser, 50 over years. So if you're looking for something that's a large single floor plate, you want to be closer to the central region, then this unit will be very perfect for you. We are asking at $1.43 million negotiable. Come over, have a look at the space, and we'll be more than happy to show you around. Now let's check out the master bedroom, which is the last part of this home. So, before I enter the master bedroom, I need to share with you a little bit of configuration that they have done. So what they previously did, so they did three main configuration changes. One is the kitchen, they decided to push that out. Second one is the balcony. So in the living area, there used to be a balcony, but what the owners have previously done, they've already decided to level that up to open up the living room area, so a lot more spacious. And the third alteration that they've done is to the storeroom. So when you come over for a viewing, we'll show you the original layout. I think that will give you a better sense of what has been done to the space. But just verbally, this area used to be a storeroom which opens up towards the kitchen area. So what happened was they decided to push out the kitchen to cover the storeroom. And the entrance for the storeroom, instead of it being in the kitchen, it's now been altered to be in the master bedroom. And I'll show you why this is very smartly done. So if you come into the master bedroom, behind this door, you can see that there is a wardrobe space over here. If you open them up, this gives you access to the original storeroom. So very large in size. Of course, if this is your master ensuite, this can be your walk-in wardrobe area. I think the missus will love this space a lot. Otherwise, the original door and opening for the storeroom will be on the other side, which is this wall over here, which will then open up towards the kitchen. So of course, if you don't need a walk-in wardrobe area, you want to close this up, you can decide to close this entrance, open it up again in the kitchen area, and then you can have a utility room, a storeroom that's accessible via your kitchen. So I think this is a very smart walk-in wardrobe concept. So I will keep it as it is if you want to. Conveniently located off the walk-in wardrobe would then be your master bathroom. So you can take a look at the condition of the bathroom again. HIP has been done, so floor tiles, wall tiles, your toilet bowl, your sink, all the fixtures has been changed out. Piping was also redone, waterproofing also redone, so you can be assured that there won't be any issues for the next buyer coming in. Okay? And then you step into your sleeping quarters area. So very comfortable in size. You can see this is originally where the two headlights would go, I would say. In between, you can definitely fit up to a king size bed. And you have plenty of space here in the front. The owners have done up an additional wardrobe space with a mini dresser over here in the corner. Of course, if you don't want this, you can remove this, and this can become a TV console area for you to wind down at night, enjoy some TV. You can also use this as a work desk area. Otherwise, if you want to, you can also choose to put up, wardrobes over here along this flank of the wall. And that walk-in wardrobe area can also turn into a home office area if you need somewhere that's a lot quieter to take your meetings. And last but not least, this facing, again, same facing as the other two bedrooms. You're facing southeast, no afternoon sun, and you realize that this road in front of us, this is Bishan Street 25, which is actually a cul-de-sac road, which only serves the entrances and the owners for the Clover by the Park condominium over here. So you can be assured that this won't be a busy road. In terms of noise-wise, that is very quiet. You are actually in a very serene and quiet area because the park is just there. So yeah, that's it for the home tour. Maybe let's head out into the living area. So coming back out again, immediately when you step out, you feel the sheer size of the living and the dining room space. And to wrap it up, this is Bishan Block 238 Street 22. We are right here in the heart of Bishan. You're walking distance to all your day-to-day amenities. MRT, you're right smack within 2, Bright Hill MRT as well as the Bishan MRT, just within 2 or 3 bus stops away. Very convenient for you and your family. Size-wise is great. This is 1,539 square feet executive apartment. In terms of lease balance, you have 67 years to go in terms at the time of filming right now. So if you want to have a look at the space, do contact our listing managers. Our contact details are right below. And again, follow us on our socials for more home tour content like that. And contact us for a physical viewing. This is Jun Wei from PropertyLimBrothers. Always happy to show you the place.